Hi YouTube family, this is Iris. Today is December 17th and today's topic is top 3 characteristics you should look for when you are considering obtaining a consultant. So the first caveat is that consultants are seen during what's called a consultation for Sisterlocks. So you can make cold calls, you can have word of mouth, you can check the Sisterlock website. However you obtain the contact number of a consultant, you typically schedule a consultation. So these are my top 3 characteristics that kind of help make the selection of who should be my consultant to help me care for my locks through my Sisterlock journey. The first one is presentation. So when you enter a facility, the first one is environment. When you enter a Sisterlock consultant's environment, most of us know that they are home-based business. I'd say 90% are home-based businesses, but a lot of people are starting to explore obtaining salons. So in either environment, you assess for yourself, which is very individualized, if you are content with the environment. Some people have separate locations in their home. Other people, it's kind of part of their home environment. And you can decide how important that is for you. It can be as particular as there are stairs, if you care to navigate stairs, or that someone has a pet, if you care to have a pet dander in your space. I know I have 2 grand dogs, and they are often curious of who's at the door, and I'll ask my client easily, do you mind if they come down? If not today, that's not a problem, because sometimes my grand dogs, they're lovable. They are, but sometimes. So environment was first, then comes presentation. So when you come in and have a seat with a consultant and they begin to explain what the Sisterlock process is, individually you decide if what they've provided you with as far as information, sample locks, price listing, if all that is exactly what you'd researched and decided was appropriate. Hopefully you've done some research where you can say, yes, this is exactly what I was expecting. This will be a good match. But it's a mutual interview, right? So you're deciding if this person is going to establish your locks, if you're about to pay this establishment cost, and hopefully the same person will be able to care for you through your first chapter of your locks or the life of your locks. So it is a mutual interview. So just like you want to select a consultant that is a good match for you, consultants are hoping that it's mutually advantageous. They're inviting people into their home, so you don't want anyone that's going to be disrespectful or illustrate any behaviors that could be, hey, she likes to yell, stuff like that. And then the last but not least, after environment presentation comes a portfolio. So the portfolio is an illustration of the consultant's work. So it can be in their displayed artwork. It can be in their website, if they have a website, or it can be a portfolio notebook binder where they illustrate their work and you can see samples of what they've done. So those are my top 3 characteristics of how to select a consultant. I hope you noticed that price was not one of them. Depending on your environment, your region, your community, there are opportunities for a large gap between prices. So we have trainees who are gaining experience. They're typically a little cheaper than, say, a seasoned consultant. Either way, you are utilizing the craftsmanship of someone who's about to take on a very meticulous task. So it's up to you, from looking at those 3 characteristics, the environment, the presentation, and the portfolio, what you're willing to pay as far as an establishment and the hourly rate. For some people, it does matter that someone's $5 cheaper than another person. But for others, you can look at the full package and say, I think this is worth it. When it comes down to the dollars, though, remember, someone who may be a little less expensive may be gaining their skill set, so they're not as fast, versus someone who may be more expensive has leaned into mastering their craft. So you may be cheaper over here, but you're in the chair a little longer. You may be more expensive over here, but you're in the chair a little less time. Usually it kind of washes out to an even playing field. Now, what you pay in New York may be different than what you pay in California. What you pay in California may be different than what you pay in Texas. So these are variables that each individual kind of has to navigate for themselves. But there are things that one may not consider when walking into a consultation that they could consider to better make the choice of who should be their consultant. Another thing is, it sounds crazy, but try to get more than one consultation. Pardon me. You go to look for a car, you look at more than one car. You go to look at a house, you look at more than one house. All of these are things that you know you're about to make an investment into. It's similar with Sisterlocks. I know we all say, I don't want everybody's hands in my head, but the reality is, if you take the time to really investigate options in your area, you even sit in the chair more confidently knowing that I saw 3 consultants and I picked you because I liked you, but also the other 3, one was too far, one was, for whatever reason, not the choice you made. And when you sit in the chair, you sit with confidence that you picked someone that you were pleased with, versus only seeing one person because you only wanted to pay for one consultation. And then you start wondering, did I pick right, or should I have gone over there to her? And don't get me wrong, there are people who have a primary consultant and then a secondary in case the primary is not available, on vacation, you need an emergency, whatever. So it's good to have, options. So those were my initial thoughts as some people consider Christmas gifts and Kwanzaa gifts, where you can invest in your loved ones. What is going on? I can't speak today. But loved ones, hair care wishes, and invest in their establishment. Or it's a beautiful gift idea. It's a wonderful aspect of starting a new year with a new journey in hair care. So those are the top 3 characteristics of selecting your Sisterlock consultant. I hope that helps in your Sisterlock journey, and as you prepare to consider Sisterlocks as an option. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.